voice coaxes young Luke, "Come on, real close." But this isn't a game, it is a manipulation. The voice, belonging to a supposed imaginary friend, urges Luke to harm his own father. "He made your mom leave home," it whispers. "If he is out of the picture, she'll come back." The demon plants a seed of violence, telling the boy to swing a bat until he sees lots of blood. Luke hesitates, but the promise of his mother's return is too strong. This dark memory is the foundation of a lifelong nightmare. Years later, the nightmare has returned. Luke and his team are in a desperate race against time. His friend Tyler is no longer himself. He's a vessel for that same childhood demon. The team gathers, trying to piece together a plan. August, their tech genius, explains the demon's nature based on intel from an expert named Phil. It is a laughing demon, known in ancient texts as Siddham Sadak. But there is a cruel irony. Tyler never laughs. In fact, Luke recalls a time he laughed at something, Tyler said, and the reaction was bizarrely defensive. The demon hates being laughed at. It feeds on chaos, jumping into good people and making them do terrible things. Laughter, they realize, could be a weapon, but it is not enough. To truly defeat it, they need its real name. "You have to call it out by name," August insists. "Otherwise, nothing else will work." Their only lead is a local church, St. Ignatius, which might possess the legendary Book of Baphomet, a sort of demonic encyclopedia. Zoe, a resourceful member of the team, is dispatched to retrieve it. Meanwhile, the demon is spreading its influence like a virus. It doesn't just want Luke, it wants everyone he loves. The stakes are impossibly high, turning their fight into a desperate defense of their very lives. Zoe's mission to the church hits a brick wall. She tries to charm her way into the basement, but the priest is unyielding. "Absolutely not," he declares, shutting her down completely. Back at the office, the team regroups. They learn from Phil about the priest's boss, a bishop with a reputation for drinking and brawling. "A brawling bishop," Megan muses. This piece of information sparks an idea, but before they can act on it, Luke receives a horrifying call. His mother is in the hospital. Her heart gave out. A friend found her unconscious. The doctor reveals she was visited by a man claiming to be Luke's friend, Tyler, something. At her bedside, Luke's mother, weak and tired, confirms his worst fears. The demon went to her house, tormenting her with secrets no one should know. "It is not the man," she warns Luke. "It is what is inside him." The fight has just become deeply personal. While Luke deals with his family crisis, August pursues another critical task. He needs a weapon powerful enough to exorcise the demon. He returns to Astra, his former workplace, to request a highly advanced piece of tech code named the God Floss. His old colleague, a woman now in charge, is reluctant. Their history is fraught with tension. She reminds him of his broken promises, how he left but never truly let go. "You are asking me to risk my job, my reputation," she says, her voice laced with bitterness. But the gravity of the situation forces her hand. She gives him the prototype, but makes it clear, "This is the end. We're finished, August," she states coldly, severing their final tie. August gets the weapon, but loses a friend. With the weapon secured, the team focuses on getting the demon's name. A new plan is hatched. Susan and Megan will go undercover, dressed as nuns. They return to the church. "Impersonating nuns, it just seems sinful," Megan hesitates. "And really hard to do alone," Susan replies, roping her in. Their mission is almost derailed when a priest asks for their help with some boxes. Thinking on her feet, Susan concocts a brilliant story. She tells the priest they're on an urgent errand for the bishop, who had another one of his bad nights at a local tavern. "It was karaoke night," she says with a straight face. "And there was a booth full of Lutherans." The priest, familiar with the bishop's temper, buys it completely. "Tell the bishop he is in our prayers," he says, letting them go. The ruse works. They escape with the Book of Baphomet. Their reunion outside is a mix of relief and absurdity, as they're spotted by a colleague who is utterly bewildered to see them in nun habits. Luke, meanwhile, is making his own moves. He has decided to stop being a passive player in his own life. He tells August he is thinking of buying a bar, the Telltale Heart. It is a reckless, impulsive idea, but August encourages him. "Perhaps it is time for a big swing," he advises. Luke takes this to heart, not just with the bar, but with his personal life. He finds Megan and lays it all out. He tells her about buying the bar, and then, in the same breath, he asks her to be us again, presenting her with a formal offer to rebuild their relationship. He then confronts the possessed Tyler, playing the part of an oblivious friend. He invites Tyler to a private party at his newly acquired bar, a A celebration with all their friends. All of your friends, together in one place, Tyler repeats, the demon inside him savoring the opportunity for mass chaos. I wouldn't miss that for the world, he smirks. The trap is set. The party is in full swing. The atmosphere is electric. Everyone is in on the plan, to laugh at the demon and weaken it for the exorcism. The team has even acquired a special poison from a shady contact, just in case. But the demon has its own plan. The bartender, a quiet man named Lloyd, notices Tyler tampering with the champagne glasses. He recognizes the smell of a lethal substance. I know death when I smell it, he thinks, and discreetly swaps out the poisoned glasses, alerting the team. While the party rages on, Zoe is frantically searching the Book of Baphomet for the demon's name. She is not at the party, still poring over ancient texts. Back at the bar, the tension mounts. They can't find Tyler. Luke takes the stage. He gives a toast, first to his new life, his new bar, and to Megan. Then, he turns his attention to his oldest friend. He begins to mock the demon, telling the crowd about Elvis the elephant, the evil entity outsmarted by a 7-year-old. The crowd roars with laughter. The demon, hiding in Tyler, is enraged. Just as Luke is delivering the punchline, Zoe bursts in. Charismatic, she screams. His name is Charismatic. The entire room chants the name. Laughter fills the air. The sound is agonizing for the demon. August unleashes the Godfloss, a beam of pure energy that strikes the possessed Tyler. The demon shrieks and is violently expelled. Tyler collapses, but he is alive. He is free. The team has won. Sus. But their victory is short-lived. Later that night, August is alone when he encounters a mysterious woman in red named Rochelle. I thought I had more time, he says, a sense of dread washing over him. Everyone does, she replies, cryptically. The next scene is his funeral. The team mourns the loss of their friend, the man whose brilliance and kindness made their victory possible. They are heartbroken, but resolute. They will carry on. We're gonna be good, Luke vows, and we are going to be great. The funeral ends, and life moves on. Luke is at his bar, the Telltale Heart, closing up for the night. The quiet bartender, Lloyd, is there. Why don't you let me close up? Lloyd offers. Luke leaves, and Lloyd is left alone in the empty bar. He looks at a photo of August, and speaks into the silence. Unfinished business is what we always look for, you and I, he says, his voice taking on a sinister tone. But now there is nobody that I can think of whose business is more finished than yours. He smiles, a chilling, knowing smile. The fight isn't over. It may have just begun.